Alright, everyone. Okay, so let's continue on into what looks like it's going to be a new area with Eric and Rachel. Oh, we must be in the main hallway of that temple. Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's an understatement. Oh wow, okay.
All this crap must be what Kayla's detected.
Huh. Let's be sympathetic.
Sorry, Eric. For real. You put everything into this research.
More than you'll ever know.
You can't blame yourself.
I've messed up. Should have triple-checked the data. Exhausted every possibility. But I was so sure this was it.
I understand what it meant to you, Eric.
I'm so sorry.
Let's do this one.
There's no use in dwelling on it. We need to focus on the task ahead and find a way out of this place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Nothing good.
Subsidence? From the aftershocks?
Oh no, something could be a lot worse than that.
This looks like archaeological gear. Someone was studying this ruin.
Hey, we could use those lamps. The light could guide the Marines to us.
True. Also help give daylight so to protect them. Nope.
It'll work.
Oh.
Just needs gas.
Oh, okay.
We need to find some.
Alright.
Wherever you are, Nick. I hope you're safe.
Sorry? Did you say something?
No. Nothing.
October.
Locals were spooked by these mountains. Can't say I blame them.
Okay, 14th of October 1946. Randolph. I trust this finds you well. Our journey to the dig site has been delayed. We left some heavy equipment behind in this Soran because Pullman could only hire half the men the men and mules needed. Workers refused to go into the mountains. They were superstitious and cried that they were possessed by demons. They even refused bonus pay of 2 dinars each. Okay. And bonus pay of 2 dinars? Dinars? I obviously don't know how you say that. We also left the second generator and the spare radio behind with the agent. We should be with you by the 18th. Yours faithfully, Aline Janelle. Aileen, I'm gonna say.
We need to get these lights running ASAP. I can't see shit.
Well, but either the tape needs to be repaired and probably just need to get the rust off it, possibly, get a bit of power.
CENTCOM is aware of our situation.
I'm hoping the pilots got word back.
If any of them survive, that is.
Love to search that, but let's search around a
What do you
bit.
think the rest of the squad are doing?
They're tough. Each and every one of them. They'll muscle through.
Oh, that's one of those for sake of wording, trigger box For dynamite. Back in the... I know there's a special word for it. That's just the first thing that comes... That's the best description that comes to mind, for lack of a better word. But, yeah. Those things you use to charge dynamite. Huh. Wow. Well, it's not charged, but
All call signs,
ignite.
this is King. Does anyone copy? Over. Eric, check this out.
That's a heck of a railgun, isn't it? Yeah. Well, machine gun, yeah.
It's a World War II model. Ties in with the time the archaeologists were here. What the fuck happened here?
A shit show, it looks like.
Hope we can get this thing started.
This is King to all call signs. Are you receiving? Over. Who could they have been up against?
So whatever it was, that machine was protect this door, or at least this entrance. Okay. No worries. That's gas. Okay. I'm not going to touch that yet because that's going to be a bit obvious.
Fuck, that's a hell of a lot of fireworks.
They're packing, that's for sure.
I'm beginning to think that even the Iraqis don't know this place.
At this point, who really knows? Get to that eventually. Let's go and have a read of things. The Curse of Akkad. Eileen Janot. Scholars regard the Curse of Akkad, let's go call it Akkad, as a fiction, an instructional story that trained the Sumerians to endure famine, fate, and the whims of the gods. However, the discovery of this great temple hints at a new truth behind it. In the original tale, the god Enlil turns against King Naram Sin of Akkad. Excuse me. At first, the king is pious and penitent, praying for answers. But after 7 years, the gods have given none. So Naram Sin decides to bring them to account. He raises an army and marches to the city of Nippur to sack Enlil's temple. So it's essentially payback for betrayal of the gods. Okay, and sacrilege, essentially. Alright. This blasphemy is so great that Enlil, the roaring storm, enlists the gods against Naram Sin, saying the Gutians? I forgot how they said that name. I'm going to say Gutians, to raise Akkad to the ground, destroy its farms, and curse the people with famine.
This temple, it was built to appease the gods.
There is no historical record of Naram Sin demolishing the temple to Enlil. However, our finds here suggest that the curse was based on actual events. King Naram Sin built this place to honor the gods. Many of their finds depict the king pleading to heaven to invite the gods back into the spiritual life of his people. The fact that this temple was lost suggests the curse could not be broken.
Maybe climbing out of the cavern back there would have been the smarter move.
The way I see it, if these people were here before us, there must be another way out.
That's true, actually. Duct tape, okay. I say that's going to be useful for some reason.
I'll take that, thank you. Why would they do that? Look at this place. It doesn't add up.
It's either like they're trying to access something or attempting to bury something. Or both. Interesting.
They really didn't want anyone flanking them. Where do you think this passage leads?
I don't know. We should check the Kalis files.
I'm sure they're advanced, but do you really think they've got the best intel?
There's a shitload more dynamite here. The hell would they need so much for?
They're either trying to excavate or bury. In fact, actually, where they're positioned, I'm going to suggest they're trying to bury something. But they didn't get the chance to. At least that's where I'm inclined to think. Oh, there's gas cans there. Let's search things in here first. Okay. The Journal of Rudolph Hodgson. Okay. Oh wow, we're getting red.
September the 24th, 1945. When Lady Bradshaw summons you, you go. Mary and I were bound for our honeymoon, but the chance to dine with one of Britain's finest antiquarians was too great for us to miss. When we met, Bradshaw wore a brooch that caught Mary's eye. A Sumerian relic recovered from a dig site in the Hashemite Kingdom of Iraq. After dinner, she showed us another find from the same site, a gold cuneiform tablet. She called it the final puzzle piece in her life's work. A map that pinpoints the tomb of Alexander the Great.
Wait, what?
If she's right, the tomb lies somewhere on the border of Iraq. Lady Bradshaw wants us to lead her expedition. I realize now that our honeymoon will take place in a dusty dig site in the Zagros Mountains.
Okay, I'm almost 100% certain that that's not where Alexander the Great was
This
buried.
is starting to make me feel a little uneasy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Alexander the Great was actually buried in a couple of different, like, well, essentially, there's a temple for him, and then there's his actual burial place, or at least if I recall correctly, but might be slightly mistaken. But my point is, I'm almost 100% certain he was not buried in Iraq. So, that's interesting, but whatever. Okay, so this is the expedition.
What happened to these guys?
Hodgson Expedition, October 46. Oh. Anything over here? I know there's gas cans there, but I'm gonna go and check stuff. Oh, a tablet.
They've been cataloging these pieces. Somewhere.
Artifact 29, I assume A is for artifact. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Kind of reminds me of the programs I've watched of Egyptian.
How could something this vast have remained hidden for so long?
Egyptian artifact excavations. Huh. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's go and get the... I'm so tempted to go and search these places. At the very least, go and search there. You know what? Can I run?
From a point of defense, this place has some good choke points, but overall it's a weak setup.
Could have been done under pressure. Don't know the constraints they were working under.
I won't see there's anything on this near this chair. I'm just curious. No? Alright. There's light over here. Let's go and have a look. Why not? Alright, some lights over here. Let's go, at least go and have a look. Yes, Eric, I know, I'm just going exploring. See if I find these stone tablets. Because you never know. Well, what do you know? What the... Oh, wow. So that's where the picture... Blah. Is that... Oh, that's another premonition thing, isn't it? Ooh. He used the ultraviolet device to burn something, or at least set something alight. Interesting. Eric did. Okay. Oh, wow. So they found they've either done...
It mentions echolocation. Is this something to do with bats?
Autopsy...
Symptoms? Characteristics, maybe? I'm not exactly sure.
Autopsy phone. Blind uses echolocation to hunt. Okay, like bats. Alright, so, yeah. Intelligible hypersensitivity. Skin highly resistant to physical trauma. Okay. Clumsy flyer. Intelligible evolution. Okay. Oh, clumsy flyer. Okay, gotcha. So not very good at flying, but they're excellent hunters. They're probably gliders then. Something to do with saliva. Okay. And hibernates. Huh. Could they be like an ancient form of vampires? I know what someone's gonna say. Hang on, mate. What do you mean vampires? What on earth's that got to do with anything else? So, I realize that throughout history, there's, you know, the whole, you know, vampire, lichens, werewolves, that whole thing with Dracula. Like, I get that, but these things, those sort of, you know, mythologies, in other cultures, there's actually more things that have, I suppose the equivalent would be in creatures that are vampire-like and are either bat form or, you know, some, how to put this, you know, things like, well, imagine the theory of Bigfoot, only he's not hairy, not as tall, but more of a skeletal appearance, if you want to call it. So more like in some of the old, like the more Gaelic or Druidic gods, I suppose you want. But I'm saying more on the fact of from certain cultures, some of the like the bats or whatever it might be, or flying creatures, or you know, or desert creatures are actually have that. They have that the comparatively equivalent to the sort of that, like the where it's like they feed on blood or sacrificial, you know. What I'm getting at is the fact of, yes, we do hear about vampires that drink blood, the whole mythology of vampires, right, and vampiring. What I'm trying to say is that there is that correlation between other cultures where they have their own demons and mythologies, where there are creatures like that either feed off blood or they feed off blood sacrifice, and it's more like a vampire. It's vampire-like in terms of the comparison. They're not called vampires, but there's a lot of correlation between the two. There's just two very different cultures, you know. And to be fair, when we're seeing like some of these really like when we're seeing these sort of creature things, you can almost give the distinction of it's like a very large ancient bat, and if it feeds off blood, so to speak, which vampires do, so then you can see the correlation and the likeness and the likeness between them. That's all I'm just trying to get at. So I know it's a long-winded explanation, but yeah, I think a lot of people actually forget that other cultures have those similar things. Huh. Interesting. Nope, nope, nope. That's probably where they're gonna come down or fall down. So, yeah. I really wish you could walk faster in this game, but yeah, it is what it is. Go and grab the oil can and the gas can. Ugh. We don't call it gas in Australia. You know, I mean, you got auto gas, you know, like for your gas, like for your gas pots and everything like that, you know, but not in the sense that you call that in other countries, like fuel. So, yeah. Sometimes I legitimately, when people say gas in other countries, I sort of have to stop for a second and think, oh, you actually mean this instead of what I think you're meaning. It's just because different countries call different things, that's all. That's it. Not saying that it's bad, just saying
Eric,
that's what you call it.
come give me a hand with these cans.
I swear it doesn't sound like it's very much in them.
So tell me, had a little luck.
Okay, maybe there's more in it than I thought.
How's the lake holding up?
Leg? Oh, you mean the prosthesis? I lost my leg back on the highway.
Okay.
I still feel guilty.
Oh, an
I didn't make
accident.
it easy on you, Rach. I know that. You weren't to blame for that crash.
Come on, let's get to work.
Jesus! Literally, the music is sort of what woke, like, maybe suddenly clock on to something's about to happen. Otherwise, that would have been a legitimate, bloody good jump scare. That would have been.
Shine a light on the tank.
Yep, they're waiting. Oh, Jesus, more. Dude, pour a lot. Keep going. Pour more, dude. What the hell? Keep
shit.
pouring. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Wrong?
Never mind.
Fuel tube's worn loose. The damn valve is leaking.
Can it be fixed?
We have
Patch
to
it
secure
up?
the tube before starting the generator. There's gotta be something here to fix it.
Way ahead of you, I think. Yeah, we picked up the duct tape, so we're ahead on that one. It's nice.
You got it?
We need to pour more gas in. Seriously, it's leaking. We need to pour more in. What the hell?
Once you said back at the base, you were wrong.
About?
Doesn't sound like me.
You said nothing had changed between us.
Oh.
But I've changed. All that time spent away from each other. Couldn't stop thinking of you. Don't you feel the same way? Even a little?
Nah, I meant what yeah, be defiant, I'm afraid.
I meant what I said. It was over between us the minute that truck hit my car. Nothing has changed.
That's not how it feels from my side.
It's definitely how it feels from mine.
Yep, two opposite ends of the park, so to speak. Yep.
Hold the fuel pipe.
One side's moved on, the other side is still heartfelt. Yeah, that's a very
It's done.
usual story, unfortunately. And tragically, actually, in that regard.
Hey, give me a hand with this panel.
Need to pour more bloody gas in! You got nothing in there! You got basically nothing in
Look at
there.
the state of these.
They're shot. Feels like so long since we worked on something together.
Same time, feels like yesterday.
For him, maybe. Not for you. Not for her, I mean.
Why do we leave things like this?
I tried. But you made it so hard for me to stay.
We should have stuck together.
I don't think either of us expected to be out of each other's lives for so long.
Past year or so, my head's been buried in Kalis, and I was blind to anything else.
Yeah. Well, he was focused on his research, so be respectful.
Your work is bigger than the both of us. Like, I don't think either of us could have foreseen the impact it would have.
Yeah.
Rach,
Say what's on your mind.
I've missed you, Rach. Like you wouldn't believe. Back then, I don't know, things seemed confused, but now, it just seems simpler.
Sorry, but yeah, that's the past, unfortunately.
It's the past, Eric. We have to put it behind us and look towards the future. Otherwise, we're just going around in circles.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy to look to that future.
Yeah.
Let's do the trick.
She's moved on.
Let's fire
He's
her
got
up.
to find his way to forgive himself and move on. Yeah. Let there be light! Oh. Oh, yeah?
We have power.
No kidding.
There was a way in for these people. There's a way out for us.
Let's take a look around.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Straight to the action. Get a bloody move on.
Wait!
It's slowing it down. Well, that's one good thing. I'll probably later regret that, but it is what it is. We need to slow him down.
We gotta go through it.
You won't make it. The other way is safer.
Go around, go around.
This way.
Okay, timed events, here we go. Oh god, is it gonna be what I think it is? Oh shit. Have to focus on those. Using echolocation. Stay quiet. So far so good. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yep, walked away. Okay. Okay. Staying quiet, the sound reverberates off. No, off. It's just. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Going towards the light, you should be okay temporarily. Just go! What are you bloody waiting for? Nice save! Whew.
Let's go.
Whew. Oh, you know what? Oh, my mind needs a bit of a break from all that. Oh. So, because those, I have to be so focused on those breathing things and everything, because it's like, I've screwed them up in the past. It's cost me some, like, I'm so focused on the timing right. It's like, ah! Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that was, I mean, it was interesting actually exploring that, cave, and, you know, I think definitely, you know, I mean, she's moved on their own way. He needs to realize it, come to terms with it, and move on. And I think he'll slowly realize that. So I've got a feeling. I strangely wonder if that lighter that he's asked her about, because I know a lot of Marines will have those, and I wonder if that's sort of giving him a clue to. Excuse me, she said, look, we're moving on. I wonder if that's all piecing together clues in his head saying, look, you've either found someone else or you don't love me anymore, or something's going on I don't know about it. I mean, to be fair, well, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he's kept that ring because they're separated but still married, or whether I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the circumstances are, but weaving, because there's so much going on trying to remember it all. But I think that yeah, I wonder if it's more of a pending divorce, but he's trying to mend things. That's the assumption I'm getting. So it's one of those tricky situations. But yeah, there's actually a lot going on. I mean, this is one of those really good things I think in compared to the other two, where I'm not saying there wasn't stuff going on in Man of Medan, but this is where there's a lot of more intricate stories. I'm really enjoying that so far in this game, where there's a there's a lot. It's not just. I mean, okay, Mervyn is the exemption to that rule, but if you take him out of the equation for a second, every character, like there's several different character plot stories going on. I like how they're intense at times, depending on the choices you make and everything. And yeah, it's not just for the sake of being all this teenage or young adult hormonal whatever, and then you've got pirates are just being assholes and whatever. It's more, there's a lot of mythology. There's this excavation there. You've got more. I feel this is going a lot more in depth in terms of a narrative perspective. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong. The choices are obviously affecting it. I'm sure that it could go either colossally wrong or it could go potentially better. But I'm just saying it feels a lot more. There feels like there's a much deeper story going on, honestly, between some of these characters, and I really do appreciate that, because it means that finding all these evidence, it means like, sure, there are certain things, and as much as I'm trying to also think about the characters, I'm having to make some decisions here. Okay, we've already spilt the blood. Sometimes you just got to shoot these creatures. It may not always be the best idea, but you've got to defend the characters, and I've got to make these judgment calls. But makes the choices have. It seems like the choices have more of an impact in these actions. More directly affects on the choices in the story and the dialogue. It just feels like the story has a lot more depth to it than the other two. So I mean, unless that's just due to natural development through the anthology, or whether that's just because with this new with slightly different cast, and it's just the area and the story itself, with the plot itself allowing more exploration and more exploring more depth within the story itself and the characters and narrative. If that's the case, then I'm all for it, because I do like, as much as there are jump scares, which thankfully the music is kind of helping me in that regard. So it still gets to me, I mean, it's just like, I may not sound like I'm reacting like, oh my god, but it's like my heart is just going boom. It's like, oh god damn it. I'm just not being overly verbal about it. I'm just like sort of keeping my teeth sort of clenched, so to my jaw clenched, like, no, you asshole. So my heart is pounding when that happens. Don't worry. I'm just not very vocal about it. So. Oh, God's sake. I mean, true horror would scare the shit out of me, to be honest. So, I mean, hey, we could go there. My heart would just go boom, boom, boom. I mean, in all fairness, in some of those focus things where I'm doing like the heartbeat thing, my heart is doing the same sort of thing. So, it's kind of like for like in that sense. Yeah. But I'm honestly glad that there's a lot. But my point, there's a lot more story. I felt there's more story to this, and more in depth to these, more depth to these characters, and I'm enjoying it, because it means there's a lot more. It's a lot more rewarding when you find these clues, and you get more in. It gets more. I don't mean intimate. I mean more intimate. Intimate may come off as the wrong word, but it feels. The depth is more intimate in terms of just how driven the narrative is with these characters. I am really enjoying that. So, yeah, it's a welcome change. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I just thought I'd say it because my mind just needed to take a break from that. Because I saw the autosave, I'm like, I need to take a break. Anyway, I've waffled on enough and I've spoken out. But anyway, we'll continue on next time. See you then.